Cavalry, everybody.
Positive energy. Positive energy.
Positive energy. I was just telling
story.
Johnny. So quick shout out to my parents and my aunt, Susan,
Karen.
Jim, and Karen. Yeah.
What's your dad's name?
Susan.
Your dad?
My aunt. What's your aunt's name? My dad's name is Jim.
Oh, okay. Jim and Karen and Susan.
All right, we're off to a great start. But yeah, they were in this.
We got that rat-a-tat-tat.
Yeah. As you can hear, they're in a crazy car accident, as you might guess from the tenor of this conversation. They're all okay, but pretty scary. So if you know them, send them a note. If you don't, just drive safe out there and be careful.
Cow.
And shout out to Priuses, safer than they look.
That's right.
So anyway.
Terrible in the snow, but if you start sliding, safe roll cage.
And you get trapped under an Amazon truck. Stay where you are.
Yeah. Don't jump out.
Don't jump out. But anyway, how you happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween to you, Andrew. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Did you get
How
a
was
good haul?
Ginger's was this her first, you think she'll remember this one or no?
She won't remember it, but we did it. This is the first time ever going up to houses and knocking on doors. And I'd say I don't know it was raining, of course, typical Portland, but I don't know what a good number is for your first time. I think we got 6 houses, which is very low for a 10-year-old, but it felt high for a 2-year-old or about to be 2-year-old.
Oh yeah, that's
pretty solid.
That's
After
for
6, I was ready to call it in, because I was like, our candy is so much better than what all my neighbors were, handing
what are you
out.
guys giving out?
Full size, Reese's.
Oh yeah,
and,
you got to be the cool guys.
Yeah, I know. Well, we started hot. We came in hot, and then it's feel like once you establish, you can't ever downshift. And
right.
this year we normally I buy them on Amazon. And it's not even that expensive. You get the big party pack or whatever.
Yeah.
But we really procrastinated, so I went to the discount groceries or food for less or whatever, and I just sort of had to go to I felt like an 8-year-old who found $100 bill on the ground, because I was just at the register and I was just grabbing all the candy bars and pushing them out onto the conveyor belt, But
oh my gosh, how many do you think you got, or how many people you think stopped by?
We not that many. We don't get that many.
Okay.
Probably 15 kids total. But then I knew we got bombed by some teens, I think, because I had the bucket out there. And Heidi was like, don't put out that sign that says, please take one, because it's annoying. And then, it's already implied to take one if they're not going to respect a stupid paper sign anyway. But they cleaned us at that first round. That was we had Ginger over at Heidi's mom's house. They cleaned us out, boy. They must have taken... Oh. There's no way there was that many kids. And we came back, there was one Milky Way left.
So you had a bowl full of full size.
Yeah.
Can't see that.
But I didn't put them all. I didn't put my whole arsenal. I'm not an idiot. I put 15 of them out there, and they had the courtesy to leave me one.
See, when we went trick or treating, and then I'd get these alerts on our phone. It's because you get it's like Next Door app, but it's the ring.
Oh yeah, I know.
So it'd be hey, these kids are stealing,
right?
And you just watch footage of kids walk up, take the bowl, flip off the camera, and run and get in their car.
You're kidding.
No, I should have sent it to you.
Can you talk through your ring thing and hey, stop that,
oh
kid?
Yeah, you can. But I mean, that didn't happen to our house. But when someone reports something happening, that video will get sent to everyone in the neighborhood that wants alerts, and then it'll kind of give you a vicinity. So it won't say, this is the house that this happened to. It'll say, this is kind of the neighborhood. So if that's close to
there's some punk-ass teens in your area right now.
Yeah.
I love that they give the camera the finger.
We had the bowl, and my wife did the note, please take one.
Yeah.
But we had, Dum-Dums and
candy.
Those Harumbo gummies.
That's what I was saying. I was we're going around. We're basically making trades. Like I'm buying good candy. My neighbors all buy shit, and then Ginger goes, and we're trading in. Their kids come and get the good stuff, and we take the Jolly Rancher back. It's like,
Huh?
thanks.
That's the price you pay for being the cool people.
I know, it sucks.
Oh well.
Very much sucks. But anyway, but you guys did. I loved. I saw the pictures. I loved Mo Sizlak. That was a great costume.
Yeah, that was all her idea. That was the whole reason we did Simpsons, because she wanted to be Mo.
And she knows Mo? Like, does she
watches
watch
The Simpsons all the time? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. She loves it because it's on Disney Plus, so she watches it all the time.
And you guys have no. I remember when The Simpsons were like kind of risque, you know, like supposed to watch.
Sometimes Aaron will be like, you gotta turn that off. Like if it's a, adult humor episode or whatever, she'll be, you turn that out. You shouldn't be watching, especially if Phoebe's there.
What's the what is the? I'm trying to think of a Simpsons episode that was more adult.
I don't know, like the burlesque house,
Oh, that's such a good one, though.
I know. When Grandpa walks in, he asks all the questions. He sees Bart, and he just turns around.
Puts his hat on, puts his hat back off. You know what I had Ginger watch? Because I was like trying to think of like Halloween movies. I didn't know what to put on. But like The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
And so she loved. Oh my God, she watched, and then she finished it. We didn't watch the whole thing, and then she finished it this morning.
Yeah, but I thought what's it called? Nightmare Before Christmas was a Christmas movie. Hey, you're watching it on Halloween?
That's a Halloween movie.
Wow, I don't.
Literally the first song is "This Is Halloween."
I know, but it's a Christmas movie.
I don't know. When is the perfect time to write? I feel like today is the perfect time to watch Nightmare Before Christmas, because it's like as you transition from Halloween into like Christmas time.
I don't know.
That's a good debate. Is sound off sound off in the comments
below.
Is sound off below, right below this. Is Nightmare Before Christmas a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie? Good question. Yeah. So what's a Halloween movie? Like, what do you put on? Do you guys ever watch
horror movies?
Like for kids? No, but for kids.
For kids? I don't know. Mickey's Halloween Dick.
Mickey's horseshit Halloween adventure.
Mickey's Halloween Dick. I think that's
Mickey's Halloween Dick.
They had, you know what? I got nightmares from the Facts of Life Halloween episode. When I was little. Like they, I don't know if like Blair's head is like in a rock or something. It's just freaky looking.
Oh wow, I'm not familiar with the Facts of Life Halloween episode. Must be a generational thing.
Oh, I see. Excuse me. The Facts of Life, is that something old people remember, Johnny?
So you guys had a good Halloween. You trick-or-treated? How much trick-or-treating was done?
Did you guys dress up or no? Just
no, so we did not do adult costumes. I saw that you did. You guys
we did Saturday night for a birthday party of a friend, and then Sunday we had like neighbors over that had kids, and so we dressed up and did the face paint for those. But then on Halloween, I was like, I just grabbed a wig from the basement and threw it on. I was like, no, I'm a rock and roll guy. It's a long-haired wig, which is it's basically the same length of my hair. It's just dark.
Hey, Johnny, your hair looks a little better today. What is it? What's your costume?
I'm a grunge guy. Oh, well, it's a little more kempt.
You kind of look like you have it together. Good costume, though. Are you going as a guy who just takes a little bit better care of himself? No, we did like a really half-assed costume last year where we were Tom and Shiv from Succession.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, I remember seeing
and that's actually notable because that's why I shaved my mustache and then I haven't grown it back. Due to popular demand, nobody seems to miss my must. Like no
You know what?
one's.
I got to say this on behalf of the public. I think that there may be a miscommunication. I think you're thinking, oh, nobody misses it because no one ever said it. But the way your facial hair grows back, it looks like it's like almost there.
Oh yeah, because I don't shave like every day.
So people probably think, oh, he'll have a mustache in 3 days, and
Well,
you
maybe
just
that's
it
the
just
perfect.
never pops.
Yeah, that's the perfect position to be in. Like you're always like leaving people. Oh, it's coming.
Yeah,
Although no, but people definitely notice because I mean, like I used to have like a big bushy mustache and then a clean shaven face, and I haven't had. And like
yeah,
my headshot is still that, and a lot of times
yeah.
you'll show up and people go, "Oh, where's the mustache guy? I thought we were getting the mustache guy." Oh
Use
yeah,
the fake laugh.
yeah, that's cool. Be cool to the staff, Andrew. You don't want to get a bad report.
That's right. I've gone back and forth so many times with my hair long, short that even my super outdated. I mean, my face is different, I guess, but like as far as the hair, it's like I don't know if I necessarily need new headshots. I'll just use that older one when I had long hair.
Just keep going back. I kind of look like I did when I was 18.
Yeah. No wrinkles under the eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking like, man, I should probably get new headshots, but it's depressing when you get older because you're like, oh, I just need to document that I look worse.
Right.
You know, because when you're
Yeah, I
younger,
can't pull off my actual face from five
right?
years ago anymore.
But like when you're like, when I got my headshots at like my first ones were like 22 or whatever
Yeah.
it was, 21. I mean, like I didn't look great. Like it wasn't a good picture. I obviously spent no money on it, you know.
Yeah.
And then it was like exciting to get new headshots. You're like, oh yeah, like I'm growing into myself a little bit more. I'm a little bit better shape. You know what I mean?
Yeah. More
But now
professional headshots.
every headshot I get from now on will just document that I look worse. And this is a more accurate representation of the comedian coming to town as an older, uglier
Yeah.
guy. Not
Well,
uglier,
not uglier,
but
just
older for sure.
older.
Yeah.
Uh yeah, I mean all of my, my CD, both of my CD covers and my headshots are short hair, so like when I show up to a show or if I'm selling merch afterwards, people are like who is it? Cuz like my beard's much like it just doesn't look like me. Like are you selling someone else's CD?
Yeah, I
No,
just think
that's
this guy's
me.
funny.
Yeah.
I also have some Weird Al Yankovic here if you're interested in that.
That's right.
I remember I was living in Hollywood when I did a CD. It was my first CD, and this was when you had to get like a cover picture for the physical CD,
Yeah.
and then you would send that to CD Baby. This was online. It wasn't so long ago, and then they would kind of proof it, and then they would mail you like 500 CDs or whatever. Well, I obviously was like, I had my friend Maria Shahada take the pictures, but then that all got
Former guest.
yeah, former guest, and that all got transferred onto my old ass computer, and then I'm putting it, in, and I didn't know anything about file sizes or aspect ratios or any of that stuff. And then I get these CDs, and I'm not paying attention to the proofs. I'm like, yeah, whatever. It's got the picture.
I immediately don't feel sorry for whatever's about to come.
I shouldn't have said that last part. That kind of took the wind out of my sails for being mad at CD Baby. But then I get these CDs, and it's just like, that thing when you get a picture and it's distorted, like it's pulled too far apart or
Yeah, it's
pixelated.
like stretched.
So like my head was, it's just like my forehead is already like kind of large, but just like so pulled. I look like one of those I don't know, like not Beaker.
That's been
That's
taken.
a different guy. But I don't know, like one of those weird cartoons or something. But I just have a giant face.
Is there? Do you have? Do you have? Is there any way I can see this?
I don't know if you could find. It's called Type. There's also a genius cover. Type personality.
Okay.
Instead of Type A, Type personality. Yeah.
Type what? EH?
EH. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I went with EH. And so maybe you could Google it and see the cover art. I definitely don't have a physical copy left. Maybe somebody out there does. Maybe a loyal listener has an old school Andrew Slater original type personality CD. I don't know.
I did just that without your name, and it has your. Is it you with a? It's not you with a pink background, is it?
No, you know what happened there? I uploaded that on iTunes like years later.
Oh, to
Separate.
replace it.
Well, just because it was never on there. This was probably
Oh, I
before
see.
I knew how to
Oh,
do
I
that
see.
or
Okay.
anything. So that the cover art wouldn't be this. That was probably just some old headshot.
Oh man, you have successfully wiped it off the internet. I didn't
I
think that was
guess.
possible if it was ever on there.
Yeah. So it would take someone to have the physical copy. And if you do, hey,
Give
sound
us a
off below.
5-star review and send us that picture.
Uh,
Yeah.
so good Halloween. It was a good Halloween. We had a great time. Ginger was Winnie the Pooh, in case anybody's curious, her favorite, all time favorite show.
Is
And
it?
oh my
We
gosh.
never got into that.
Oh, it's
Is
Pooh.
it good?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, like, but then you know how it is with kids. Like, you learn to hate it because it's on all the time. That's all she wants to watch or talk about. Then she just brings it up. It's kind of cute because she's so impressed with strangers when they know. She'll be like, you know, Pooh? Do you know Tigger? Do you know Rabbit? And they'll be like, what about Christopher Robin? And she'll be like, you know about Christopher Robin? Like, she's like, do you think she's the only one who gets to watch
Dad,
it?
I found my soulmate.
Yeah.
That's
But
funny.
she was pretty cute. Heidi did it all. Made the costume. Uh but she drew on, so she had black kind of face
Yeah.
markings, and she drew on a cute little bear nose, and she drew these eyebrows on her, but she did it in the way just a little bit where they're like menacing eyebrows. So
Oh,
she
like
almost
yeah,
she kind of looks like a mean Winnie the Pooh a little bit. It was kind of interesting, but
like the Halloween version.
yeah, scary, scary.
Nice.
So there you go. Halloween. Hope you guys had fun.
Yeah. Hope
Great
you
holiday.
guys.
Not my favorite holiday. Not even in my top
It used to be. It used to
four.
be more fun.
College. Oh my gosh. Halloween's the best.
Yeah.
College. All the girls would dress all slutty. It was great.
Yeah, boobies.
Yeah. No interest in that anymore.
My brain is no longer interested in
Who
those.
would care about that? It was weird because I was driving. I did a show Saturday, which was like the big, obviously going out night, and
Yeah.
I totally forgot. You know what I mean? Because what Halloween was Monday.
Sunday.
It was Sunday. Sunday.
Wait a minute. Was it Monday?
No, it was Monday. Yeah.
Yeah, Monday.
Monday. And so Saturday is like was this year was like the big going out. So I did the show Saturday night. And I was driving home, and I was like, "There's just saw lines everywhere at bars and people." I was like, "What is going on?" And I was like, "Oh shit, yeah, this was it. This was like the party night."
Yeah.
I remember those days.
Yeah. I would be. I in college. I would just throw a white bed sheet on and go as Jesus, because I had long hair back then, and
You could do that now.
I. That's true.
Yeah. Hey, I'm old Jesus.
I'm a whole old bags under his eyes Jesus.
I'm Jesus if he came back to if he came back to life after 3 days, but then didn't ascend to heaven for another 10 years. Just kind of hung around,
He just sat in the cave on Twitter, kind of waiting to come out.
tried playing the guitar a little bit.
Yeah.
No, started running marathons.
Oh yeah, baby.
Uh, yeah. Is there a marathon long enough that Jesus could not run? That's like that microwave the burrito thing? Okay.
Microwave the burrito.
Have you heard that? There's like,
Oh.
could Jesus microwave a burrito hot enough that he himself could not eat?
Huh.
It's like a brain teaser.
I mean, I guess.
I don't know if that's a brain teaser or just like one of those unanswerable questions that's supposed to like clear your mind.
Oh, I thought we debunked those, like the whole tree in the woods. Of course, it makes it
Oh
on.
yeah, well this is like that. So debunk it.
Yeah, he could do whatever he wants. He's God.
But then he couldn't. So could he microwave it hot enough that he can't
Yes,
eat it?
yes,
But then he couldn't eat it. So he'd be
right.
doing.
But he's God
But Jesus can do anything. So shouldn't he be able to eat it?
if he wants to.
But you just said that he microwaved it hot enough where he couldn't eat it.
He can do whatever he wants. If he wants to be able to eat it, he can. If he wants it to be too hot, then he can't eat it.
What a cop out answer.
Boom, debunked. Next.
What a great half-ass Sunday school teacher answer. Like a kid, but why? How does there? Yeah, buddy, it just was okay. Quit asking questions. But if there was just Adam and Eve, then and Cain and Abel, then how are these other people there? Hey, there were, all right. Don't come anymore if this is how you're gonna be.
You'll get it when you're older.
Do you remember kids in Sunday school just asking like way too good of questions, and then all the other kids go, "Are you even allowed to ask about that?" And then the teacher was like, "I don't think we're at this level at all. So you go wait in the hall."
Yeah. You're debunking a lot of shit here.
That would be a great sketch if like a kid, like a kindergartner asked such a good like spiritual question that the Sunday school teachers started to lose their faith. God, making a great point. What have I been doing with my whole life? There are all these other religions. I don't know.
My career is built on a sham. Thanks, Billy.
Thanks, Billy. Let's burn this place down. Okay.
Should we get into it?
Let's get into it.
All right.
Johnny.
Yes.
You want to go first?
I'll
go
go first. This is something I overheard, and it drives me nuts. And people, you're talking about taking edibles, taking weed on planes, okay? Let's just say. And then you got that person that's like, I personally wouldn't do that. I would. I mean, maybe
you wouldn't take an edible to fly.
No, I don't know if I. Yeah. No, not saying take it like eat it. I'm saying like fly with weed. People that like talk about flying with weed. I would never fly with weed.
Just for the chance that someone.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
But then there's always that guy. That's not what they're looking for. That's not what they're looking for. Like, okay, I'm not. Right. So what am I? Am I supposed to call you when I get busted? And they're like, hey, dude, I never heard of that before. I didn't know. They're looking for that. I can't stand it when people are like,
well, then like,
oh, you're a pussy. That's not what they're looking for. They're looking for like hard drugs. They're looking for bombs and heroin. Okay, great.
And also, like, are these dogs so well trained that they're not also sniffing for weed? That's because that's, to me, there's the dogs, Yeah. And so, like, you're telling me the dog knows, like, that's just weed. He's cool.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He's probably cool.
Yeah, he's cool. He doesn't need.
I'm gonna actually let him pet me, even though my sign says not to.
And like, also, you're banking on the fact that the United States government isn't going to adhere to some arbitrary rules. You know?
Like, yeah, exactly. Sir, can you please follow me? Wait, what? No, this guy at a party told me. No, wait a minute. This guy.
Right. And where are you going that it's so important to take the weed with you? That's what I don't understand. Like, it's like, where are you flying to that you're not going to also be able to procure whatever you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like when people freak out they don't have toothpaste. It's like they sell toothpaste at the store. Just buy more You're going to have to buy more.
Well,
anyway.
They don't sell weed in every
They
state.
do. Most of the Western states, they do. If you're flying West Coast to West Coast, yeah, they do. But yeah, like, okay, good point. If you're flying to like Texas or some other, is weed illegal in Wisconsin still?
Yes, but there's like I'm not an expert on this, but there's like a Delta 8 or Delta 9. It's like a technicality. It's like derived from hemp, but it's it's not synthetic. It's actually THC, but it's like there's this loophole where it's like it's a different kind, but it's like that it gets
It
it
is
done, and it
it
is
is
weed.
sort of hilarious the slow walk this country has to do into legalizing marijuana. Like now it's like I'd say it's about half the states it is just legal. And then there's like the other half it's at least legal like medicinally, right?
Yeah,
And then there's like that kind of shit where it's like, well, it's a class 1C in this type and that's okay, but like just go ahead. Someone just needs to like wave the flag and
yeah.
legal.
There's
I'm
a
not even a weed guy. I'll legalize it, don't legalize it. Trust me, I'm not gonna advocate for it. Really, it's not in my top priorities, but it's just ridiculous at this point that we have like
when
50 different state laws on weed.
when pizza places and nail salons are advertising that they sell CBD,
Yeah,
that's when you know, okay, just open the
yeah.
floodgates, okay?
Just
You're
let
going to
it
make a
go.
lot of money, just let it
Let
go.
it go. The economy could use it, and like also we need a chain weed place. It's kind of like that's the problem. Like they can't ever have a chain place because you know it's not legal federally, so they have all these
Yeah.
complications. It's hard for them to make money. We need like the Wendy's of
The
weed. You know what I
MedMen.
mean?
You need the MedMen. Isn't that what it's
Yeah,
called?
the MedMen.
In LA, isn't that what the store is called? Like the
I don't know. Yeah,
MedMen? Maybe I'm wrong. I
I'm
don't
not
know.
the big hippie with long hair who likes to smoke a joint.
Smoke a doobie.
But no, I'm with you. Like, don't trust that dude.
That's the whole. Oh, that's the guy that's like you. They have to tell you if they're a cop. If you ask them, they have to tell you if they're
Oh
a
yeah,
cop.
that guy. I also like when people tell you like how early you can be for flights. Like, you know, like you're like, oh yeah, I'll probably get there, hour and a half before. Oh, you don't have to do that.
Oh, I hate
Like,
that
oh,
shit.
so when? Oh, like 45 minutes. Okay. So then what? Like 40, what about 40 minutes? Could I do 40? What about 39? Would I make it at 30? Why am I pushing it to the point
Right.
of missing a flight and ruining my life for a week?
Right.
You know what I mean? What is the
Right.
point to save a half an hour when you know what I'll be doing? Either half an hour looking at my
Worrying.
phone. I'll either
Yep.
be looking at my phone in the airport or looking at my phone at your stupid house before you take me to the airport.
I know. I totally hate that. I hate that. Oh, you don't got to go that early. That's the same person. Oh, it's 5 minutes away. It's 5 minutes away. Okay. Well, we've been driving for 14
Yeah.
minutes. Well, I mean, it's about 5 minutes.
They just love the idea that like, and then it's both extremes because then if they think the airport's a nightmare, then you have to be there like 3 hours early, and it's like, guys, it just kind of works out an hour and a half. It's just whatever.
Ever
I've
had that? Have you ever missed
fly a
one? Have
lot.
you ever showed up where it's like, okay, I'm an hour, and then you get there and you're like, there's a fucking snake of a line, and you're like, there is no way.
Yeah, but I have so many cheats
Cheats.
now. Yeah. First of all,
What? 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 What?
are you're this is gonna hurt my soul. I don't even want to ask, but you're
Yeah.
TSA pre-check, right?
Oh God, yeah. Oh,
Okay. That's good. That's phew. Okay.
yeah.
So that does save you a little bit, but I remember the one time it happened to me. I also have this clear thing,
Wait,
which
but that does not help. Yes, we talked about that. But the TSA pre-check, if you're flying with your family or some like, and you have
yeah,
to check a bag. I mean, I almost never check bags, but if you have to check a bag, TSA pre-check does not help you.
no,
No.
but yeah, like that's why you stick to an airline, you get status, and then you can go into like the fast lanes for that too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just a thing for everything. But I the ultimate trick, which requires no status or no pre-check or security clearance or anything. Like one time, I remember I was at JFK, and for some reason, it was just I was there over an hour and a half early, and I was just into the security line, and I just like wasn't thinking about it, and it was just really long, but it was just going so slow.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I start looking at my phone, like, I've been in this line for like 45 minutes. It's kind of weird. And then I wasn't getting closer. Like, I just was not. I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to miss my flight. Just being just like
Being
And
in
next thing
line.
you know, it was like 30. So all I did was I just cut the line. Just got out of line. I just walked right up to the security people and I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna miss my flight. I gotta get in front." And they just let you go. So like worst case scenario, just cut the line. Never miss your flight. Just cut the. If you're in line, cut. And like people understand. I would understand if I was in line and like someone was legitimately has like 10 minutes to catch a like yeah go. You cut me. I got plenty of time.
Let's just say, since we're talking about hypotheticals in this episode, everybody is listening to this episode, and everybody decides, you know what? I'm first, and it just
No, but okay. Here's the thing. Most people. This is why society works. Is that most people are 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 sort of repelled at the idea of even asking to cut a line.
yeah.
That's you know what I mean? That's why society kind of operates the way it does, is because we're trained in a way that's like, no, you wait your turn in line and I respect
Yeah.
that and everything. So think of what it would take for someone like me who loves the rules and respecting the rules, but
Oh
like
yeah.
for me to go cut a line, it would take legitimately being about to miss my flight, and that's the only time I would pull that. Now, if everybody in line was on the same flight as I was, and they were all also, then I don't. Yeah, you're right. It's chaos, But
Yeah.
then you just got to be the first one. You'd hope to cut.
All right. All right.
But yeah,
I'm excited to try
or
it
you
sometime.
just have to hate missing a flight more than the next person. Some people I think, are just so like sort of, you know,
Whatever.
whatever. And they go, "Oh, I guess we're missing our flight," and then they just wouldn't. It wouldn't bother them the same way it bothered me. Like, I
Oh
really do not want to miss my flight.
yeah. All right. All right. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
okay. So you backed up my topic. What do you
Okay,
need back
you
up?
feel me? Okay, wait. Before I do, I forgot to do one more pre-show discussion topic
Ooh,
because
what do we got?
this just happened. I don't even know what. I don't know if I got. I think I got fat shamed. I'm not sure if I was
Oh
fat shamed or
boy.
not. You tell me. So
Okay.
I went and got my latest booster, the new Omicron booster,
Is that
the
the so your
bivalent,
fourth shot?
the fourth shot.
Okay.
So I just got it. And I waited because I had COVID and I was like, okay, I want to time this right. Like 3 months after I had COVID, whatever.
Yep.
So I got it. And I'm sitting there. I love this one pharmacy by my house. It's so low key. It's great. And there's no appointments needed. Just walk in, fill out a paperwork, show them your card, whatever. Sit down. And the guy, first of all, they ask you, do you want Moderna or Pfizer? And I was like, well,
Okay.
I don't know. What's the word? Which one works? Like,
Yeah.
what do you think? He's like,
And you said
well,
Pfizer.
no. He said there's a lot of different opinions out there. I don't really have one. I was like, all right. So I just said Pfizer. I don't know.
Okay.
And then I sit down, and the guy who's giving me the shot, younger guy, he's like, okay, let me get you a Pfizer dose. He says, right?
Yeah.
And he stands up to go get a Pfizer dose, and then this
And he
old
doesn't have pants on.
yes, yeah,
Oh my
he
god.
jerked off into my face and called it a COVID vaccine.
Wow.
No, Johnny, that's not what happened. What happened was he gets up, and this older pharmacist is like, uh, "Oh, he's a big guy. He can handle that." And there was still one shot in the Pfizer drawer.
Okay.
So this younger pharmacist, I think, clocked me at like a certain weight and was like, "Oh no, this dose is too much." But then the older
Oh.
pharmacist was like, "Ah, he's got the
He's
he could
chunker.
take it. He's a
Oh,
big
I didn't
boy."
know that. I didn't know that's how it was dosed out by weight.
I
They're
didn't
like,
know either, but then it makes sense.
yeah,
It's got to be something to do with your weight, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey kid, lift up your shirt. Let's see the man boobs. Oh yeah, yeah. Give him that one. Give him that one.
And I was on my way to an Orange Theory class too, so it gave me extra like motivation to work
Huh?
out because I was like, God damn,
Ah.
pharmacists are brutal.
He
Okay.
probably heard our episode about pharmacists are unnecessary.
Yeah, bullshit. These guys prove it too, because these guys are so lackadaisical. Like I don't even know if this pharmacy would exist without the COVID vaccine. They just have all COVID people walking in and out. I never see anyone picking up actual medicine. But all right. What do I need backup on?
Yeah, what do you need backup on?
Okay, so I live in Portland, Oregon, as we've covered, and it's got a reputation now to the point where anytime I go on the road and I say I'm from Portland, people boo.
Audiences?
Yeah, a rural crowd. If it's a rural crowd.
Okay.
But this even happened in Seattle because they watch Fox News or they watch conservative media and they don't like the politics and they don't like the Antifa and they don't like but then they also just hate what they perceive the city to be as like crime ridden and homeless people, too many homeless people and drugs and they're scary, they're like, oh, and then there's all this like messaging now where it's like, oh, you're gonna Portland, you get killed, you get these drug addicts will knife you, you get carjacked at gunpoint and all this stuff. But then also, this is why it's horrible being in Portland, because we have that reputation, right? That it's like this hell-scape, Mad Max terror zone.
Okay.
But then I also get hit with the like, oh, you're from Portland, you're like the liberal soy boy, gunless cuck who like I could beat up with a hand tied behind my back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But like, which one is? You got to pick one. We can't be both. You're either
what's the first one?
That we're like gonna kill you. And if you come into Portland, you will not leave with your life or your catalytic converter. That's one.
Oh, because it's
or
big
two.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna come in and push us around, but it can't be both. You can't be both.
Yeah, that's weird.
You can't be both scared to come to Portland and think you intimidate people who live in Portland. You can't have it both ways. I either get to be, because I really thought about this, like you think of Chicago, right? Or New York, right? Now New Yorkers get to have this thing where they're like, yeah, I'm from New York. I'm tough. You don't come at me like that. I'm
one of us, you mess with all of us.
Yeah. I'm from New York. Like they go to Tulsa, Oklahoma. They're not scared of shit. They're like, don't come at, you know what I mean? I'm from New York. You can't run that shit on me or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But I don't get to have that I can't go to a place like, hey, I'm from Portland, okay? Don't mess with me. I'm from Portland. People are like, I don't care if you're from Portland. But then they're scared to come to Portland. They think we're like overrun with crime. So we get to be one of those things. I can't have it being both.
That's fair. But so if you had to say which one is more close to accurate?
Oh, by far the second, like the one where I'm not
the
tough.
Liberal cuck.
Yeah, liberal cuck. Way more accurate. Like there's crime in Portland for sure. There's definitely problem and homelessness, but like we're not gonna kill it. No one's gonna, like, anyone who's scared to come to Portland is an idiot. They're like,
so it sounds like Portland and Madison, very similar vibes.
yes, yeah. Does Madison, is there like a thing out there right now, or Madison or like suburbanites are like, oh, don't go into Madison right now, it's scary.
Well, not that. Yeah, no, not that aspect. Just the liberal.
Just the liberal cucks.
Yeah.
So great. I'm happy to live in that space. I'm fine being the liberal cuck. No problem. Drive the Prius, whatever. But I just don't want the added thing of like also like, oh, your city's scary. And it's like, okay, well, if we're scary, if we're New York, if we're Chicago, then show me the respect of being scared of me.
Right.
Because I live in the center of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, you're tough.
Yeah.
You survive
tough
every
guy.
day.
Look out.
Yeah. Hey, we live in Portland.
I live in Portland. I have a vegan calzone.
That's a spicy meatball.
That's a spicy meatless ball.
That's a spicy impossible ball.
Hey, I'm scooting here.
Oh,
This is
shit.
my new character. All right. Well, you're backing me up. I can tell.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, you can't have it both ways. That
No.
makes that's nonsensical.
All right. Well,
Whew.
good app.
We did it.
Let's
Good
get out
app.
of here.
We did it. We sealed it up.
I got something to plug here. Beyond shows.
Do it.
I don't know if I did this before, but the new dry bar is out. So if you like comedy, you can use promo code Andrew Slater to get a free membership at the Dry Bar app, and you can watch my new Dry Bar special. And then that.
And if you if you don't know how to spell Slater, just use promo code Johnny Beaner on
There
the
you go.
Dry Bar app.
And that'll also get it for you.
Yeah. Whatever you want to use.
Beaner and Slater equally difficult to spell, I think. Or like
I feel like if you had, I feel like, yeah,
the H in Beaner, I've got to throw people. Like you've got to spell it every time. There's
it
no way-
does.
You cannot just say Beaner
I have
to
to
people.
spell.
Yeah.
Then it's Beaner, and I assume if you don't spell it, people are like Slater.
Yeah, 100%. The only difference is I bet when you spell it once for them, they got it. But like I'll say Sleighter, and they're like, whoa, slow down, pal.
Slow down, Portland. Slow down.
We're not all from Portland here. Know how to read.
Yeah.
So I say slay
the,
like
the fact that
slay.
oh yeah, okay, that does that take care of it? Just saying Santa sleigh, or are they?
Yeah,
like,
but then like
how do you spell that? Dirt.
Is Santa real? I'm not prepared to have this conversation.
But Beaner with the B, how B ends in the E sound throws people. B-E-E. It sounds like 3
Oh,
E. They never
how
get
many
the right, like,
E's?
how many
Yeah.
E's?
I would think the H is what's throwing people off.
Yeah.
Like where
it's,
that H
yeah.
came from.
It's amazing how I'll spell it and then I'll Bheener. That's what you heard? You moron.
Fucking idiot.
Fucking idiot. Look at my license. Does this say what you wrote, you fucking idiot? Did I say my name was Bheener?
What was I gonna say? Oh, did I ever tell this story? I don't know if I told this story before, but like when I first started stand-up, it did occur. I don't know if it occurred to you, but it did occur to me to spell my name Slater, or if you were, I guess you would think Beaner or something.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, man, it would just be easier, and like for open mic, I wouldn't have to tell people how to say my name.
Yeah.
Opposed to like Slider, what is it? Slide.
Yeah.
So, but I never did, and I was telling my dad that one time years later, and I was like, yeah, I was like, well, what if I ever get famous, and then I'm famous, and then it's not the family name, And he's like, I wouldn't have cared. It's like, oh, great.
It's better that he responds that way than, oh, I wouldn't worry about that.
Yeah.
That's cute that you're worried about that,
Yeah.
Andrew.
Oh,
You keep
yeah.
telling
If
your
you
jokes.
get famous. Okay. Hey, if I get famous, I won't change my name either. All right.
Okay, Dad. Hmm?
It's a deal. All right.
All right.
Did you have anything?
You know what? I don't know if I don't think it's sold out yet. It will sell out if you're in Madison and you want to go to the Kevin Bozeman pre-Thanksgiving Day Wednesday night show. It's
Tickets.
it's an in-demand show, so get that. And then Omaha Funny Bones the Friday, Saturday following Thanksgiving.
All right. That's it. Thank you, everybody, for listening to
Bye, Cavalry.
Cavalry.